Welcome back, rum fans. Coming up in today's rum show, this is the 9th rum show, number 9. The bulk of the show is going to be focusing on Lost Years rum. I'm really looking forward to trying these. And then the tail end, coming up in the finish, I'm going to be revisiting Arumdu. I've featured that one on my channel, the Rum Bongo, is it? Rum Bongo Punch, about 18 months ago. But they've given me the other 3 flavours, so we'll have a little sample of them a bit later. Well, we've got butter salted popcorn, caramelised banana, and we've got spit roasted pineapple. They are rum liqueurs. They're 28% ABV actually. They're not too bad. They're not 15 sort of 20%ers, so 28 ABV. But first up, we are going to be diving into proper rum Lost Years. So part 1 of this show is dedicated to proper rum in this show, and we are with Lost Years. I first became aware of Lost Years when the Stratford Soda influencer box dropped into the studio here, and we kind of opened that out. There was 3, I think there was 3 rums, but there was 3 little baby bottles in there. One was Honeybell Spiced, one was Sly Dog, and the other was this little beauty. Lost Years Silver Moon Rum. So I've had a little sample of that, but I'd never really heard of the brand until that day. And ever since, kind of, obviously I've been following them and chatting to them a little bit. They're kind of really good. They're all over Instagram and they are doing some awesome things. So I'm really excited to tell you about this brand today. So big thank you to Lee and Trudy, and I'll give Billy a little mention as well. But I'm assuming, I don't know which one of you I've been chatting to. I'm assuming it's Lee, but I don't know if it's Trudy. Hi, I don't know which one of you is on the end of your Instagram account. But thank you to obviously you guys for sending these through. I haven't tried these 2 yet. All I've done is taken the little sort of wrapper thing off the top there. That is it. I'm really looking forward to this. And there's another rum that I think I'm just going to get for myself for Christmas, because they I'll tell you about it in a second, but I think that one is properly up my street as well. But these could be and should be fantastic. And I'll let you into a little secret. I've been hunting around the interwebs and seen a few reviews of these, and there is not a lot. And I'm talking proper rum reviews, not your sort of master of malt reviews, but the proper sort of people. I haven't seen a bad word against these yet. So if the rum geeks, if the rum gurus are sort of banging on about these, we know they're going to be great rum. So let me tell you about the brands. Let me tell you why I'm excited. I've taken this off their website. I think this is perfect. This sums the brand up, what they're all about, a treat without me kind of butchering it. So I'm just going to kind of read you what they've put on the website. Yeah, so Lost Years Rum is a brand with purpose, a range of exceptional Caribbean and Latin American rums devoted to saving endangered sea turtles. Okay, so they're all about the sea turtles. Every year, thousands of newly hatched sea turtles scurry across the tropical beaches and disappear beneath the waves. They won't be seen again for up to a decade. Didn't know that. That's cool. Where they go during these lost years. So there's, that's that decade where the sea turtles disappear. That's what the brand, that's where the name has come from, Lost Years Rum. Okay. So where they go during these lost years is one of nature's great mysteries. But what we do know is that these ancient creatures are today in danger of extinction, and without our help could soon be lost forever. So join us, let's raise a glass to saving these incredible creatures. Every bottle of Lost Years rum you buy saves up to 10 baby sea turtles by supporting community-based conservation efforts at key nesting sites across the Caribbean and Latin America. Working with our charity partner, the international renowned Sea Turtles, and that's capital letters SEE, not SEA, so Sea Turtles, and together with your support, we'll save at least 500,000, 500,000 baby turtles over the next 5 years. So that in a nutshell is what the brand is all about. As I say, I love when we went back to Aluna probably a couple of weeks ago now. I can't remember, because obviously I filmed these in advance, and I think Aluna, after me shooting, Aluna was the one that's just recently dropped. But Aluna is kind of, the coconut rum is all about kind of those sort of conservation and helping kind of the planet and putting back in that sort of sense. I love a brand with a purpose. I absolutely love a brand with a purpose. And for me, yes, of course, brands are set up business. They are businesses, they have to make money, but brands with a purpose, they really pull at your heartstrings, and I absolutely love that. Now, what I should have said at the top, that these rums is a UK brand. and these are blended rums, and I'm really excited to kind of tell you about these in a second. But this will be the second week in a row where I've done blended rums, and I even did a couple of videos before that about rum blends and that sort of stuff. I have to say, I'm really getting into my blended rums. I really am, and the purpose of that, I listened to a podcast called Rumcast. I've been listening to that 18 months to years, however long it's been. I kind of found it after about 3 or 4 months and then dived back into the back catalogue, and I'm up to date with it now. It's a phenomenal podcast. Now, I say all of you go and check it out, go and have a listen. The one thing I will say about it, it is aimed at the higher echelons of the rum community. If you're spiced rum fans, if you're Captain Morgan's, Havana, Bacardi fans, it is not for you. It is for the big brands, the proper out-and-out rum brands. Now, there's a lot of knowledge to be had in there. It gets very kind of egotistical a little bit, but as I say, if you tune in for the knowledge, it is brilliant. Now, the whole point of that story is there's a question that, so every week they have distillers on, master blenders, all that kind of stuff, brands, and they chat to them, interview them. But every week there's a series of questions, quick fire, rapid questions at the end for these guys. And one of the questions they always ask is, what's your favourite type of rums? They go pot, column, or blend. So when it comes to that, and I have to say, a lot of the time, it's either pot still. A lot of the time it's pop still, but then a lot of the time it's column still. Blends rarely do get a mention, and I don't know whether that's because I'm not a rum geek or so. But don't get me wrong, I do love my pot stills, like some of the Jamaican rums and all that kind of stuff. I appreciate that, but what I, at this point in my rum journey, I'm properly into rum blends. I'm absolutely loving rum blends. Really appreciated what Forza and the Lovers brought together with their sort of 5 countries in there. These guys are pretty similar in what they've done. So we've got different rums. They have got one other in the range. Obviously, I've got that one there as well. But the other one, I think I don't know whether I've said this already, but I might get that for Christmas because I think is properly up my street. But, having these here and doing a little bit of research about these, the rum, some of the reviews that I've seen on the interwebs, some of the rum geeks have been they get very excited about these rums. Very excited about these rums. And bearing in mind that anything like, your Bacardi 4s and all that, your Havanas, 7s and all that get slated on these websites because they're not proper out-and-out rums. These are getting very good reviews. So we know full well these are going to be proper rums. It's just a little bit just a little bit I want to tell you. Just to give Billy a quick shout out as well, because Billy is the brainchild. He's the child of the gang of Lee and Trudy. It was kind of his, not idea, obviously not rum bait. Well, I don't know, it might have been, but it was kind of his thing. It was basically, this was inspired when they went on a family holiday to Jamaica. Said this is on the website as well. Billy wanted to do something about these endangered species. Lee and Trudy thought about how they could bring rum back and help sea turtles at the same time. So this brand is it's about a year old now. Literally at the time of filming, it is just over a year old, November 2020. So combined with Billy's kind of vision to try and do something to help the sea turtles, Lee and Trudy's passion for rum combined together, an awesome brand. Now, just very quickly diving into this one, I've got the website out for this because I didn't do any notes, but I've completely forgot I had this. It is that one, Silver Moon. So Silver Moon, just very quickly, refers to the nighttime hatchings. So the name of that refers to the nighttime hatchings taking place on the Caribbean beaches from May to September. We've got a blend of coffee column still rum from Jamaica's most famous distilleries, and I'll give you a bit more in depth into that in a minute. And a high ester pot still rum from Barbados. So it's a blend of 2 rums as far as I can tell from that. So we've got Jamaica, a coffee column still there, and Barbados pot still there. So light-bodied, yet flavour packed with rum with natural sweetness of molasses. Try it in a tonic for a great G&T alternative. Now, the one thing I didn't say at the top of this is stay tuned, because a few of you have sort of said, Steve, don't bother too much with the cocktails, because we get cocktails from your cocktail videos. I'm still going to do membership cocktails for you, but what I've got is an even bigger tasting, because what a couple of you wanted was for me to go back to doing what I used to do with the spiced rums. Lots of different mixes. So stay tuned for that. Hopefully that won't take up too much time. But I've got a lot of different mixes, so I'm going to be trying with these. Obviously, we're going to be doing the Daiquiri test as well, but I've got a lot of different mixes. Some brand spanking new as well, because I just kind of had a field day. I still haven't got a couple that I wanted, but we're going to have some fun with the mixes. So that is the Silver Moon. I'm not going to do too much with this, because obviously I've only got a little bottle with this. I might be able to squeeze a Daiquiri out of it as well. But the Silver Moon, as I say, coffee, column still rum from Jamaica, and high ester pot still rum from Barbados. On the nose, I have to say, I get both of those. I get the high ester. It's that weird thing I associate sort of high ester with Jamaica, but that's kind of what I get off there. I don't know whether I can make this. I've got the tasting notes. Hang on, let me try and zoom in here. So I've got one. Does that go bigger? Yes, it does. Right. So then that's massive on my screen. So nose, a light unaged blend, a blend of rums, explosion of fruity floral aromas on the nose, and followed by tropical notes of pineapple, green banana, citrus oils, lime peel, and molasses. Way, way, way too in depth for me, that. But what I will get is plenty of fruit. And that's the sort of the high ester notes, the sort of pineapple, banana. That's what I get off that. Fruity floral. I don't get much floral. I get those kind of that high, the funk, if you know what I mean. The kind of the pineapple, the banana. That's what I get from that. Lime peel, molasses, aniseed. No, not really. Right, palate. On the palate, what's it say about the palate? On the palate, there is a cocktail of flavours such as sugarcane, sweet molasses, citrus peel, sweet licorice, and a touch of white pepper. So I'm imagining this to be quite sort of spicy. I will put a little bit more in there. There we go. So, right. Whew. Yeah, quite peppery, that one. 40%, that's really nice though. I hate the cliched words, but that is super smooth. Now, there's one thing I want to add in here at this point, because I would kind of say it for each and every rum, but there's a little bit on every single description of their rums, their 4 rums that they've got in there, and I'll try and find it. Right, all the rums, so on this page it says Silver Moon, but it's exactly the same on every page. Is an unadulterated, I can't even say the word, it's a plain rum. Why can't I say that? Unadulterated. There we go. Jesus, why can't I say that? Unadulterated rum with absolutely no added sugar, flavourings or colourings. So post-distillation. This one hasn't got post-distillation for some reason, but the others have got post-distillation. Whether there's some colourings and sugar gone in prior to distillation, I don't think that happens, but I don't know. But the point behind the brand is whatever is distilled and then is brought down to ABV, that is exactly how it sits. There's no colour, no sugar, no anything added to the rums. So this is proper in sort of, you know, your Richard Seal, your 4 square territories. Absolutely zero sugar, zero colour is added. Remember, we've been talking about that. I've been emphasising the fact that under EU law, they're allowed to add up to 20 grams of sugar per litre for it to be a rum. You know, and a lot of brands do take advantage of that. Most brands do take advantage of that, if we're being honest. But say zero across the board. No colourings, no sugar. What you distill, what you bring down to ABV, that's exactly what you get. So I love that about the brand. This is how you get to appreciate proper rums, especially our stage, my stage of this rum journey, where, you know, I'm kind of not up there with the big sort of 50, 60, 100 pound rums as yet. I'm still finding my feet with these. All these rums are kind of my sort of wheelhouse, but when we go a bit better up, you know, that's kind of where my knowledge kind of decreases and I kind of lose my way a little bit. So, right, this, as I say, palate-wise, quite spicy. I would say a touch of, that's gone down quite well, to be fair. another little tipple of that. I would say it kind of opens out into a light fruity palate sort of there. I don't know whether that's kind of what the finish reads. The finish, the finale is short to medium finish with touches of butterscotch and burnt caramel, and the oil from the zest, lemon, limes, and a touch of mint leaf. I don't really get that, if I'm being honest. I would say it's quite a short finish. It doesn't kind of hold it there, but that pepper does kind of finish there for a touch of caramel, maybe a touch of sort of caramel, butterscotch coming out there. But that is so smooth, so smooth. Considering there's absolutely zero sugar in there at all, that is really smooth. Right, let's put that to one side. So that's the Lost Years Silver Moon. So they're 40% plain rum. How does that? So as I say, that is going to be a lovely kind of rum and coke. Daiquiri, I know that we'll have a play with that in a daiquiri. That's going to be kind of your standard sort of rum in there for that. That's going to be a cracking white rum. Right, let's go back to these beauties. Let's go. So what I've got here is the 4 Island Rum and the Navy Strength. I should have kind of said that a little bit. So 4 islands, it's a blend of 4 islands in there, and obviously Navy Strength 54.5. And I have to say, I am looking forward to. I'm looking forward to both of them. To be fair, I have to get my. I can't. Can I say this other brand? How do we say it? Aribabda. I'm probably butchering that. Aribada cask gauge at 42. That's a limited edition, so if I could get hold of some of that, I will do. But that one's got Panama, El Salvador, Venezuela, Nicaragua, and Dominican Republic. And I have to say, I've been getting into my Panama rums recently. I love Venezuela for Pampero and Nicaragua. So I think that could be a little bit special, but we'll have a little play with that. So let's start with the 4 islands. Let's put that to one side down there. What is the 4 islands? So here we go. We've got the rums here. So it's a 40%er. We have got an 8-year-old Foursquare rum. So Richard Seal territory. So as I say, Dawley's. Actual Foursquare is a brand as well, but your Dawley's, your Real McCoy, they're Foursquare rums. So we've got an 8-year-old Foursquare. We've got a 5-year-old Dominican Republic. We've got a 2-year-old multi-award winning estate in Jamaica. So basically we've got a choice of 3 there. Worthy Park, Angostura or Hampden Estate. It's going to be one of those 3. Multi-award winner. They've all won a lot of awards. So you literally could be going any of those 3 for me. My head would probably say not Angostura. What am I talking? Appleton. Why did I say Angostura? My head would probably be going towards Appleton, but I don't know. I don't whether I'll be able to pick it on the taste. I don't know. But the final part of this is where this gets exciting. So we've got an 8-year-old Foursquare, Barbados, 5-year-old Dominican Republic, and a 2-year-old Jamaican. Where this gets very exciting for me is all that is rounded off with an unaged agricole from Guadeloupe. Now, I've openly and honestly, I said I'm not a huge fan of the whole agricole kind of thing. But where's it gone? Veritas. Veritas, I absolutely fell in love with. That's not an agricole, but you kind of get those agricole kind of grassy kind of notes coming through that, which kind of rounds that rum off a treat. So I am very excited to try this. Again, pure and oh, Jesus Christ. Pure and unadulterated. Why can't I say that? Unadulterated. Pure and unadulterated. With absolutely no sugar, colouring added post distillation. It's also vegan friendly and gluten free. That smells good. Oh, I tell you what, I get. Oh, hang on, let's get some in the glass. I get that Jamaican and kind of like the agricole off that straight away. Right. Let's pop that there. So on the nose, we should have a rum. The rum is warm on the nose with tropical fruits such as cooked bananas, hints of sweet nutmeg, moist oak, sultanas, dates and honey. There's also faint aromas of grassy sugarcane to end the touch of freshness to the rum. So that grassy sugarcane, for me, and the Jamaican funk come properly out in the bottle. So when it's opened up in a bit in the glass, what do we get on the nose? Oh, slightly different actually. I lose that sort of agricole in there. I get I do get that sort of funk. I do get the kind of you know, the banana, sort of ripe bananas. I do kind of get that from there. What else? Tropical fruits such as cooked bananas, yeah. Sweet nutmeg, moist oak, sultanas, dates, and honey. Oh, yeah, maybe sultanas actually. Maybe that sort of fruit cakey kind of vibe. Oh, maybe. Right, on the palate. The palate is light with caramelised sugar notes, touch of toffee, oak chips, dusty cacao on the middle. What's dusty chocolate? Who has dusty chocolate? Dusty cacao on the middle of your mouth. And this makes way to a subtle sweetness of honey, mixed nuts, and a touch of ginger spice. Right, let's have a look. I'm looking forward to this. Wow. That hit me. Sorry, I was silent there for a couple of seconds. That hit me in 4 or 5 stages within seconds of each other. I know, wow. I know exactly what they mean by that dusty cacao. I'd sort of say a very dry, dark chocolate. That's what I get there. But the first hint was fruit, sort of tropical fruits. That's what I got. Doesn't say, mind you, their palette on there, they haven't got the fruit. I get fruit off that. I definitely get the chocolate in the middle. Oak chips, caramelised sugar, touch of toffee. The finish is definitely a little hint of spice in there. Definitely a little hint of spice as that goes down. The finish again is not that long. It's quite, you know, it doesn't kind of, where like I had the Forza last week where the Forza just hung around for flipping ages afterwards. That doesn't. It sort of gets to sort of the bottom of my throat and then just kind of nicely fades away. But that doesn't lose anything in the taste sort of. I do get a little bit of fruit off that. I get plenty of chocolate in the middle, plenty of chocolate, or cacao as we should say. But honey, mixed nuts and a touch of spice. I get a touch of spice. I don't really get the honey. I get a certain sweetness, which is quite fascinating, bearing in mind that 0 sugar is added to these. Again, super smooth. There is no ethanol, alcohol bite for that. Bearing in mind that's 40% ABV. Just to note as well, these are both batch ones. So this is batch 1, bottle 393, and batch 1, 577. So first batches of these. I have to say, that's brilliant. Right, finish, what did I say about the finish? Medium-bodied rum, that is a short to mid, yes, again, I completely agree with that. Short to medium dry finish with peppers, spice and citrus peel. Yep, I'd agree with that. The finish for me, as I say, is quite short. Lovely, lovely rum. That, I think that's potentially it's gonna mix well, obviously, but I think that's potentially a really, really good neat sipping rum. Maybe rum fashioned or something like that. Right, that's that. Oh, that's what I put on here as well. So a couple of the review websites I was looking at: oak, tobacco, funk, grassy on the nose, light toffee, banana and papaya on the mouth. I say I do get fruit off there, which is completely the opposite today. They've not got any on the palate. They've not put any kind of fruit on there. I do get fruit. I wouldn't be bold enough to say that was papaya, but I do get some kind of like tropical fruit coming off that. Not instantly recognisable as banana or pineapple or anything like that. So yeah, I wouldn't pick papaya out. I definitely wouldn't have done that. But some sort of fruit on there. That is flipping delicious. Right, let's go to the Navy Strength. Did I put, where did I put, yes, no, I didn't have to, I have to go back to the website. Where the old, where is it, Navy Strength, where the rums come from. I didn't put where the rums come from in here. There we go. So the rums from this is a pure, unaged blend of traditional coffee, column still. Yeah, same. So, okay. Is that the same as the Silver Moon then? It's the Silver Moon. Is this just... I'm talking to myself here. So the Navy Strength might be a less watered down version of the Silver Moon. It may be the same rum, just over strength essentially. So pure, unaged, traditional coffee column still rum from Jamaica, married with high ester pot still rum from one of the most revered distilleries in Barbados. Yes, I'm going to take a wild stab here. That is, so that's a 54.5% version of that 40%. Now, I'm going to take a wild stab at that. I'm going to say that that's pretty similar rums. This one has been highly awarded, and I have to say, of all the reviews I saw online, this one has the most love, the biggest. It's been getting 4.5s out of 5s, 9s out of 10s of that. And as I say, this is not your average people that go into Master of Malt. These are proper rum reviewers. So I'm looking forward to having a little test of this. So unaged rum. Again, right. The cool thing, and obviously they're just finding their feet as well. But they kind of missed the turtle on the top of that one. But I love the turtle on top of that one. Can we see that? Yeah, right. So, is there anything else I can tell you? There's quite a lot of knowledge on the back of the bottles as well. So they're not shy in helping you with what the product is, which I think is really good. Right, 54.5%. So on the nose, similar to its... you muppets, Barman, you muppet. Similar to its lower proof sibling. There we go. The Navy Strength is also floral and delivers tropical fruit. The pineapples, green bananas, citrus oils, sweet molasses are more pronounced with the increase in volume. Right, this is going to be interesting. So, hang on, let's put a little bit side by side here. A little bit side by side. Right, so on the nose, right. Oh wow, yeah, that's it. Wow, the Navy Strength, the 54.5%, way more pronounced than the 40s. Definitely big sort of bold pineapple notes come out there. What else are we supposed to get? Floral, green banana, citrus oils. It's the pineapple and banana. It's that. They just come out and leap up at you out there. Right, palate, the big difference is on the palate when the natural sweetness of the rum is shining through. Sugarcane molasses flavour. Right, okay. So the 40. Okay, right. Oh, that's proper delicious. I like that 40. Right, let's go in for the 54%, the Overproof, Navy Strength, sorry. Holy. Wow, that is delicious. That is insane. I get exactly what one of the reviews was talking about now. One of the reviews did not believe that there was no sugar added to this. Bless him, he got his little hydrometer out and it came back as 0. That tastes like a very, very sweet. Oh, that's completely blown me away now, because I'm automatically assuming that, your brands like Dictador, Diplomatico and all that have got a lot of sugar added to them. But if you can create a rum that tastes like that hasn't got sugar in it, that's completely opened my little head up now. So lovely, super sweet. ABV wise, I wouldn't even say it's noticeably a lot stronger. Yes, it has got a bit more of an alcoholic kick to it. Wow. Yeah, wow. That's good. Do you know what, right? If you're hang on, I'm sidetracking here for a little second. So the big difference here is on the palate, with natural sweetness of the rum shining through, sugarcane molasses flavours, candied pineapple, boiled pear drops, banana sweets, boiled pear drops and banana sweets combined with sweet licorice and I still don't get the licorice or the aniseed. I definitely get that pineapple. Boiled pear drops and banana. It's kind of what they're probably referring to is that sweetness. Did I actually make a note of what the website's knows? Ah, yes, I did. Peach, right, so right, okay, this is interesting. So what this same review website got hints of peach, strawberry and blackcurrant off there. Again, I'm not, maybe peach, I'm definitely not getting strawberry or blackcurrant off that. The one thing that comes off that for me even more is the Jamaican funk. That sort of banana, that green sort of banana vibes coming off. Now, here's where my little brain was going for a couple of seconds. If you love your kind of Wray and Nephews, I will be getting a different brand in here in a few, probably after Christmas now, Rum Bar. Their Rum Bar Overproof is insanely good. For me, wipes the floor with Wray and Nephew. Absolutely wipes the floor with it to drink neat. For me, I think this is going to be really tasty. I think Rum Bar has got an extra sort of 10% on it, maybe 65%, whereas this is 54. So kind of even more overproof. But that is such an enjoyable sipper. That is absolutely glorious, this sort of Navy Strength. Coaster, where do we get to? The finish, the alcohol leaves a sweet peppery burn on the palate with a touch of lemon and lime peel. For me, I get the sweet pepper, but I get fruit. I do get that sort of pineapple-y kind of vibes coming off that. Oh, that is, yeah. You know, where did we go? Barbados and Jamaican, wasn't it? Something like that. Barbados and Jamaican. I didn't get it now. But, oh, it'll be on the bottle here. Where is it? A blend of column still rum from Jamaica, married with highest pot still rum from Barbados. That, boys and girls, is absolutely stunning. So about halfway through the show-ish, give or take, depending how long we go for, I'm making good time. What I've just done, I've just filmed the cutaway segment for my members. I've done, as usual, my 2 exclusive cocktails for my membership community. Absolutely banging. Both of them are using the Navy Strength, so you've got that to look forward to, guys. That one is insane. That is really, really good. So, yes, cheers. I've taken the photos of these so I can drink now. That's beautiful, that is. Absolutely beautiful. And that's just a fun. I put that sort of tiki, well-balanced, sort of like citrus, kind of like the whole sort of Donna Beachcomber Trader Vic, kind of lots of lemon juice, orange juice, bit of sweetness in there. Really works. But members, you've got that to look forward to after the show, as always. Now, as I mentioned, not right at the start, but sort of nearly at the start, a couple of people sort of said, "Oh, Steve, we want you to go, can you go back to do lots of different mixes instead of cocktails with us? Because we kind of want an inspiration and just to sort of see how they go." So I'm going to see how far I get, because you know, you guys, I can't handle the gassy stuff too well. And most of this is gassy stuff. So we shall see. But in the interest of science, I've got a lot here and we'll see how far we get. Whether I turn this into a leaderboard, a scorecard, I don't know, but I might try and give these scores out of 10. We'll see how it goes. So first up, let's do the old Pepsi. The old Pepsi Max, your cola. That's the first one I'm going to go for. So I'm going to try and not do too much in there. So a little bit of Navy Strength to start off with. And a little bit of cola. Oh, that's a good rum and coke, that is. Yeah, that's really, really good. You don't lose the rum in that at all. Right, let's go for the Four Islands. With the Pepsi. There we go, it's a little, I don't know why I got that. I don't need that glass. Oh, that's kind of interesting. The chocolate, is that the one I tasted chocolate in? Is it? That's interesting. I get kind of chocolatey notes coming off the, is that the one? Four Island Dusty Cacao. Yeah, I get lots of chocolate notes coming off that with the Pepsi. Oh, that's really good. I think both very, very good rum and cokes. I think I prefer the Navy Strength for that one, the Four Islands. That's very, very good. Right, what should we go to next? Plain ginger up next. That's why I got a different glass. Right, plain ginger. Let's go for the Navy Strength. I can already feel the gas. I don't think I'm going to get through many of these, but we shall see. Right. So, Navy Strength and Ginger Ale, Canada Dry. Bearing in mind, it's a bit stronger. Oh, that's better. Dilute it down a bit. Yeah, that's really nice. That works a treat. Right. And then the Four Islands with ginger ale. Bit there. Try not to over dilute. Oh, again, I'm giving it to the Navy Strength. I think that Four Islands, we should see how it goes with the daiquiri. Oh, I haven't got my lime juice ready. We'll have to do the daiquiri at the end. But yeah, something at the moment that's not mixing that well for me at the moment. That one, we shall see. Right, spiced orange ginger ale. Right, there we go. Spiced orange ginger ale with Fever Trees. Sorry, Navy Strength with spiced orange ginger ale from Fever Tree. Yep, that's a cracker. Now, interestingly, the tasting off that, the aftertaste, I don't think this is going to work at all. We shall see. We shall see. I might be wrong. Right. So the Four Island might want a bit more than that. There we go. The Four Island with spiced orange ginger ale. Orange and chocolate? Should, well, maybe. Oh, yeah, it does. I take that back. Or 2-1. I'm giving that to that with the Four Island. The Four Island with the Fever Tree spiced orange is lovely. Quite happily finish that off. Right. Ginger beer. Ginger. Right. Let's go. Ooh, steady. Let's go. Put too much ginger ale in, ginger beer in there now, isn't I? Right. There we go. Let's go the Four Island first. So ginger beer. Yeah. Again, those chocolate notes come through. No, I'm not loving that. No. I'm not, yeah. Right. And that's not to say that these, these are not going to make good cocktail rums. As I said, I think that's an awesome, neat sipper. I really do. Right, the Navy Strength with the ginger beer. Whew. Actually, I don't want to dilute that down at all. That's really tasty. Strong, but that's really good. I'm giving that to the Navy Strength as well. Oh, that's right. Navy Strength really does go. That's really tasty. Right, I'm going to do. I've got tropical soda here. I told you, I've got lots of. I'll tell you what I will do, just so you can sort of see them. Just because this will crack on with that. I've got all these. I'm not sure. This is already taking me like 8 minutes. I'm not sure it's going to be viable to do all these. Perhaps I'll leave the fun and fruity stuff. So I've got like the, I might do the lilt, but I've got like the Rubicons here. I've got the Gunners, like raspberry, pink, punk. I've got apple juice, pineapple juice. I might leave those. We'll see how far we get with these. I wanted to try these from Fever Tree as well. The Italian blood orange soda and the Mexican lime soda. So, as I say, this is the first time I've done this. So I just wanted to see how far I would get. So first up, the Navy Strength with, once I opened that last night. So let's go back for this, the spiced rum mixer, which is going to be kind of like a ginger beer again. It's quite citrusy, that. I think I'm preferring normal gingers to the spiced. Right, let's have a little play with that. I was going to do, where'd that go? I was going to do I'll do that in a sec. Right, and then the Four Island with this Stratford soda spiced. Oh, see, now I prefer that. Well, that's quite interesting. Right, let's do this. I need a better way to do this. This is going to take ages and ages to do this properly with all these different mixers. So here we go, tropical soda with Navy. That works. That is amazing. That's super delicious. Right, and then the Four Island with the tropical soda as well. Fenceman's tropical soda this is. Oh, that works as well. Oh, that's interesting. The fruity stuff, right? I kind of like that. I think it's going to be a given that, you know, the Rubicon mangoes and the passion fruit and all that, the juices, apple juice or pineapple juice. I think it's going to be a given that they're going to work. Of course it is. So perhaps getting those out, maybe not a good thing. I want to kind of leave myself 15 minutes for the Arumdu, so I've got about 5 minutes here according to this. The citrus mixer, well, I know that's going to be like a daiquiri, so we'll do the daiquiri in a second. The tropical mixer, that's kind of what I want to go for. So we'll do a bit of Navy Strength with the tropical. And actually, let's crack a second glass out so we can do that at the same time. So the Four Island with the tropical as well. So this is Stratford Soda's tropical mixer, like pineapple coconut. Oh, Navy Strength is glorious with that. I'm giving it to Navy Strength, but the Four Islands are really good as well. And then the hedgerow. Right, how's the hedgerow going to go for this? The two I'm really excited to try is the I've never tried them. Never tried those two fever trees. Let's go back there. So, did I just like a Muppet? Waste not, want not. There we go. Let's pour that into that. So we've got that one coming up next. Actually, I've done that wrong. Control glass. There we go. Right. There we go. Right. So we've got the Stratford Hedgerow soda. There. Right, how does this, so the hedgerow soda is, sorry, let's give you a close-up of that, is like blackcurrant, a bit of citrus in there. So first up's a Navy Strength. Yeah, that's quite nice. That's very nice. Prefer the Navy Strength. The Four Islands. Again, that's going to be a cocktail rum, definitely. But neat sipper more than anything. Right, let's get on to the tropical. We know the tropical blast is going to work. Of course we do. Right, let's go on to these. The Mexican, what's this called? Mexican lime soda. Mexican limes with Japanese yuzu. Never tried this, so this is going to be very interesting. This should lead me nicely into 15 minutes of the Arumdu. Right, so Mexican lime soda. Oh, that smells quite good. Oh, that's tasty. Might need a bit of sweetness because obviously these are sodas. These are not, they haven't got the crafted for vodka or tequila. What do they know, eh? What a fever tree know. Yeah, that doesn't really work with that. A bit of sweetness, and I think that'll be quite tasty. They're going to be good cocktail mixes, actually, that on there. And then the last one, the blood orange. What's the blood orange crafted for then? Crafted for vodka and Italian bitter aperitifs. What do they know? Fever tree. Fever tree, they're like, oh, rum's not coming. Let's not create anything for rum. Spiced orange ginger ale, maybe. That'll do. Right. So. Blood orange soda with this. Oh, that's tasty. And the Navy Strength with that, that's really good. And again, actually, that's not too bad on the 4 Island. The Navy Strength's really good with that. That's going to be a good one to rock out. Interesting. Right, I know what I'll do to speed things up. So I've got 5 minutes left. I'm going to quickly cut away, make daiquiris. So when I film then, I'll go straight from the daiquiris into the Arumdus. And that'll be your final part. Right, so the final challenge for the Lost Years Rums. I have to say the mixers were exceptional. Really, really like some of those mixers. There's a lot there. That was a bit ambitious to do all of those, but the fun and fruity one's going to work. Daiquiri time. Right, let's go first. I've had a little sip. I know what's coming here. I don't need to have another sip. I can enjoy these. The 4 Islands exceptional daiquiri, really, really nice. When you've got that sort of sweetness and citrus coming in there, that rum does come to life. I do get the chocolate notes in that again. The chocolate notes are very accentuated in this, really nice. So I know that's going to be a great kind of cocktail rum. I still think it edges it as a neat sipper. But you know that's going to be a sort of a cracking cocktail rum. Probably a bit expensive for a cocktail rum, to be brutally honest. Neat sipping rum, though, you're really going to enjoy that. Now, the Navy Strength. Oh, dear God. Right. I kid you not. I put this up there. I did Veritas. Veritas is one of my all-time favourite sort of daiquiris. I'm going to put that up there with the Veritas. This is insanely good. It's everything you want it to be. I've kind of done so. I've actually gone 3 1/2 with both of these. Yeah, so 3 parts rum, 1 part citrus, 1/2 a part sugar. That's going to be, I want to do a blind tasting. I might do that on a live show. A blind tasting head to head, that with the Veritas. I think I'm going to get a lot more funk coming off the Veritas, but this is an exceptionally well-balanced daiquiri. Really, really good. Which I know is then going to form a great cocktail base. I think that is going to be a workhorse rum. I really do. I think that's going to be a cracking rum for you guys at home making cocktails, for pubs, bars, whoever wants to stock this. I think this is going to be, if you get a decent price point with them, I think that is an exceptional workhorse rum for you. Yes, the the Navy Strength, the Overproof. So you can dial where you would originally call for sort of like 60 ml or 50 ml. If you work in UK, you could probably go for 35 ml, 45 ml. So it'll pay for itself in that way. I genuinely do believe this is an exceptional rum. Really, really good. So well played, Lee, Trudy and Billy. Let's help save some turtles. That is a cracking rum. I think you've got a great brand there, great story, as I mentioned at the top. I think you guys are going to be around for a lot of years to come, and I cannot wait to try the Ari Badder. I think that's going to be exceptional. That's going to be a good one as well. Right. Arumdu. Do you remember this one? Rumbongo, they drink it in a Congo. That video went on to amass less than 300 views. That's how interested you were. Less than 300 views back in March 2020. So that's what that was. So big shout out to Paragon Brands. Thank you very much, Chris. Exceptional. Thank you very much. I cannot wait to try these. Not much I can really tell you about them. However, before you kind of dismiss these as rum liqueurs, which they are, they're 28% ABV. Before you dismiss these, the base for these, again, comes from DDL. Demerara, behind my bum now. Demerara Distillers Limited. El Dorado, the same distillery is what Hursty uses for Two Swallows. The same for Ed at Belgrove. So before you dismiss these, and yes, these will be quite a bit sweeter, they're decent rum at the base of this. Of course they are. So the fresh fruit, so the other point to note here, it's obviously kind of flavourings and colourings in here, but there is a part of fresh fruit. There has been fresh fruit blended into these as well. So let me just, I think these are all read the same in the back, so let me just read you the back of the bottle. More than just a rum, it's a state of mind. Our master blender here at Northern Rum Company selects the fine aged Caribbean rums, expertly blends them with essences and fruit extracts to produce this sublimely balanced spirit. So yeah, they all go on. So they're all 28% ABV. So let's start off with, let's familiarise ourselves. Last sort of 10 minutes now, let's familiarise ourselves with the Arumdu Rum Bongo Punch. You know, what you're going to use these for, you could to be fair, you could pep these up with a little bit. You could make some fun pep them up slightly if you wanted to, with your kind of Navy Strength rum, or any other sort of decent white rum. They go in tropical cocktails, lower ABV drinks as well. Just cut the sort of the sugar back that you may go in there. See, I can't remember. It's the first time I've had this in over 18 months. So I had it, I tried it, and that was it. It's just fruit punch. It reminds me of Umbongo. That's what it is. Yes, there's a bit. Do you know what, actually? Yes, there's a bit of sweetness to it. That's actually not that sweet. I can't remember. I'm going to have to go back and watch that video. That's actually not that sweet. That's going to be... Do you know what I'm just going to quickly do while I'm here? I didn't get it off camera, but while I'm talking, I've just got a can of Sprite here. I think that's going to be a standard mixer for these. I'm just going to taste these all with Sprite. Just to kind of go, yes, they're going to be... No, I know what I'm going to do. Shut up, barman. I am going to do wherever it's gone. I've lost it. I've lost it. I've lost it. I'm wasting time. I'm wasting time. What have we done? There it is. There it is. Apologies. Apologies. Right. I'm going to taste these all with Tropical Blast, because I think that could be quite funny. Because lemonade's obviously going to work, isn't it? Of course it is Sprite. So let's get a whole lilt Tropical Blast in there. Bit of fun, bit of giggles. So Arumdu. I tell you what, for those of you who've got a sweet tooth and love a bit of fun and fruitiness, that's pretty good. The Rum Bongo. Oh, Rum Bongo with Tropical Blast with lilt. Aldi's fake lilt. That's cracking. I didn't look at the price of these. We shall get... I have got Master Malt up because I got it for my membership, a bit of Lost Years. Oh, flipping... My keyboard keeps... there we go, that's better. £21.95. I'm logged out. So that's your price. So £22. Do you know what, actually? I don't know what I was expecting. They are 50 CL bottles. I don't know why I was expecting sort of £15 in my head. They're 28% ABV. You know, they're not your Pessoa at 16, 17% ABV, or your Kahlua down at 16%. You know, they have got quite a healthy kick to them. That's really nice, the Rum Bongo. Really, really nice. Right, what's up next? Butter salted popcorn. First ever taste of this. I'm not sure fake lilt is going to go with this, but we shall see. Butter salted popcorn. Popcorn. Wow. Yeah, that's what I can't even talk now. Unadulterated. There we go. Right, unadulterated popcorn. Right, butter salted popcorn. Yeah, it does exactly what it says on the tin. Do you know what? Lilt's not going to work for that, surely. That's really nice, actually. That is really nice. I'm trying to think of cocktail. Rum. You need something in there to kind of back it up with booze. I'm thinking espresso rum-tinis with that, and like a bit of, I'm going to use it because it's right there, but a bit of Navy Strength. I think that's a good shout. Pina coladas. You know, pina coladas, that pineapple cream, that sort of stuff. I'm not sure. I'm not sure this was a right thing to do, but no. Oh, the initial taste was like, oh no, and then the aftertaste is like, actually, it's not too bad. Interesting. It's not too bad. It's not a match made in heaven, but you know, it's not too bad. Right, spit roasted pineapple. Let's get another glass. Look at this. We should be bang on for an hour tonight. Look, might even get you done a little bit beforehand. Spit roasted. We won't. I'll waffle to keep it going for an hour. Spit roasted pineapple. Pineapple. It's pineapple on the nose. again, do you know what, right? Sorry, I'm thinking here. Right, it has got that initial sweetness to it. They are very good liqueurs. I won't lie to you. You know, they are very good. Could you have fun? Look, I do think you're going to need, you obviously wouldn't use the same amount of sugar in them as you would do like normal cocktail recipes. So if you were making mojitos with these, you know, bearing in mind you would probably, so for my daiquiri, so let's take a daiquiri for instance, my 2-1/2 ratio. So probably say like 50 ml rum, 25 ml citrus, 12.5, 15 ml of sugar, right? 2-1/2, yeah? You would cut that up, you would cut the half of sugar down because you've got kind of sweetness in there as well. So you'd probably go for that. You probably might actually go 3.5, so 15 ml, and then sort of 7.5 ml of sugar in there. You kind of know what I mean. Play about with it. But I think if you're doing 2-1/2 or 3-1/2, I think that half needs to come less because you've got sugar in that. But the spit roasted pineapple is very good. I might do some Instagram content for these, like cocktail recipes and stuff like that. Aldi's fake lilt. I was going to say, if that didn't work, there's been something wrong somewhere. That is flipping delicious. That's possibly, oh, the Arumdu. Hang on, that's got to be the Arumdu. I tell you what, that's going to be fun. Spit roasted pineapple with that. Hang on, let's put these in the right order. So that's that. There we go. Right, 1, 2, 3. Right, the last one. I forgot what the last one was. Caramelized banana. Here we go. This is 57 minutes on my clock, so I reckon I've got a bit less, a bit more even. So I reckon probably 55 minutes. It'd be interesting to see what the counter is on this. Right. So, caramelized banana. Flipping banana. It's the Northern Spirit, the Northern Rum Company. I'm going to have a good stab at who they are. I won't say it live, but I'll message Chris. I should have asked. I'm pretty sure I know who it is. Dead air. Silence. Banana. Now look. Right. Okay. Before Hursty comes at me. Right. Am I comparing Banana Bomb to a Arumdu? No. Bear in mind, it's same rums at the base of these. Banana Bomb is 57%. So almost double. 50, over double the ABV of that. But you know what? That banana, these are going to be great addition. Maybe even basic. I'm going to have to do a lot of playing about with these for cocktail recipes and stuff like that. But I've just tried it with the Tropical Blast. See, that is just fun. Those of you that like your fun drinks, yes, of course they are sweet. Of course they are, but not as sweet as I was expecting. Not as sickly sweet. That's really good. Banana. Obviously, 3 of them have got a lot more usage to them than the butter salted popcorn. Shots, maybe, butter salted popcorn. I think you could go down like the kind of, as I said, the pina colada, the espresso martini route with that. Whereas these 3 lend themselves really well to the fun, fruity, tropical kind of drinks. I'm gonna have a little bit of fun. I am gonna do some Instagram content. Maybe it might rock out in my community tab on my YouTube. And for those of you that don't pay attention to my community tab on YouTube, you should do, because I'm going to be upping my game on that. Exclusive random content on there as well. Not videos, but recipes. Excuse me, the gas has got me now. So I think my timer is literally coming up to 50, 59, 58. 1 hour mark there. I'm assuming I've got probably a few seconds to play, but I reckon there's about an hour there for you. I've really enjoyed tonight's show. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Paragon Brands, for giving me those. Thank you very much for Lost Years for those 2. rums there. Honestly, the deep... Look, there's rums here for everyone. There are proper rums there. They are in the Lost Years. There's something here for the fun and fruity. As I've said many times before, I love my real rums. I love my spiced rums. I also appreciate my liqueurs. I'm not here to be preachy and to sort of turn my nose up at stuff like this. Let's be inclusive. Let's bring everyone together for rum. Rum is at the base of these. Proper rum is at the base of these. DDL. Yes, they've got sugar and flavourings and all that added to them. Yes, of course they have. Spiced rums have got sugar and flavourings added to them. Of course they have. Are they any less worse quality than spiced rums? No. They are flipping fun, and you could have a lot of fun with them at parties and gatherings and student bars and whatever. You know, you really could. That's a good combination. I really do. That's a good combination. Put those together, I reckon. But anyway, that's been this week's show. Legends, your exclusive content is now going live straight after this, so I shall see you there. But thank you very much. I will see you on Saturday for another spiced rum cocktail.